So yeah, just picked up another customer. It's a new podcast, yeah. As it grows, like for example, it's good to get different perspectives, like I was saying. And if you've got a charity or an organisation or a business, then I put a link in the description.
Okay.
And then it's a mutual benefit. If not, then I'll put like the best places to visit in Saudi or whatever.
Oh,
and it's good to create awareness. I had 4 students from South Korea before.
Cool.
So it's a new channel, so you understand the concept.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, like, is there anything particular you'd like to talk about? Like Saudi, I pick up a lot of doctors who say it's so much more advanced. Certain things over in Saudi.
I think it's different because like you have a very different healthcare system there. Of course, you still have kind of the public healthcare kind of sector there. But I also have a very kind of big, more developed than here, I would say, private healthcare system as well. And it's just maybe that's when people maybe start thinking, oh, it's more advanced. It's not. It's just the private sort of healthcare system is more developed there than kind of here. But I know a lot of kind of people from Saudi who are doctors who are planning kind of to self-specialize in the UK because a lot of very advanced stuff happens here.
Okay. Yeah. No. Like I call it the divine spark, Khalid. Yeah. And the reason, so going back to like monetizing your passion, I feel everyone's got a unique spark. Like for example, I picked someone up and she was from Saudi and she wanted to specialize in this woman's gynecology, particular niche to help women. I picked up another woman, she's got an OBE, she helps people get out of poverty through education. Picked up a girl from Turkey and 50,000 people died in the earthquakes. In the earthquakes. And she says it was down to poor infrastructure. She's come over here to learn civil engineering, go back to Turkey, sustainability, do this. So everyone's got the spark, but some people have got conviction and they know what they want to do. Other people, they're still finding their lane. So whatever it is, it's nice, which is unique to us all. It's nice to capture it on camera and share that positive energy.
100%.
What would you say, for example, you said you're Syrian as well.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding, there's a lot of Syrians that are mixed between Turkey, Iraq, Iran, and where's the other country?
Lebanon, Jordan.
And Lebanon.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though you could be half Syrian and half of one of them other countries, cultures can be different, but you all have that common.
There is a common sort of
unity.
Yeah, and a common culture, let's say, between kind of different. It's difficult because different. I would say that in Syria, different cities have different cultures as well.
Okay.
And different. This is something between Syria, but different. Let's say people from the north or the south, or from Damascus, Aleppo, whatever. There are different stereotypes. It's just, it's very good and very nice to celebrate kind of the uniqueness, but it's also nice to celebrate what's common between us. And I think that's very good with different cultures, kind of in the whole of the Middle East.
Yeah, and I think the whole world should apply that
100%,
that mindset.
For sure.
Definitely, yeah.
It is. I think what's nice is everyone, at least from my experience, everyone is kind of asking and understanding in kind of in inquisitive eyes, let's say. Everyone is interested and keen to learn more, and I think approaching kind of life in general.
Yeah.
And this stuff that way is how I think it's good because it gets rid of that all kind of different stigma. Everyone's different. We're all the same. We're all humans. It's just honestly.
No, definitely, and I love that energy and like that spark because ultimately that's my mantra. Going back to like what I was saying before about the division, because ultimately I feel that, for example, like I love belief systems and perspectives, and going back to the polarization and the division, depending on how you look at it. But if you look at it from a deep, profound level, in the sense of, so for me, like I said to you, I like the idea of quantum activism, because then if you look, I think no one will dispute the best explanation for the nature of reality is that we live in a quantum world. Yeah. So based on the last 100 years, since the transition from Newtonian physics to the quantum nature, then everything is energy, vibration, frequency, rhythm, etc., etc. And I think for me, which I believe in a higher power, yeah, something's up there, yeah. Regardless of other people's belief systems, I think when we look at it from the quantum nature, we can find universal laws that unite us all. Now, there might be other differences based on someone's particular faith system, but nevertheless, if we look at it, that everything is energy, and we should always find that harmony. I think we can get unity on many subjects. So that's like my position. It's not about who's right or wrong, but I think if we look at it from that point of view, we can get unity. And I think, like what you said, there needs to be more appreciation of cultures, other people's belief systems, other people's perspectives. Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah.
No, fully kind of, yeah.
Is your heart in the UK for the next 5-10 years?
I think think about it conceptually. Your heart and your mind are two different things, and because you think, and you shouldn't always follow your heart. I feel like following what both your heart and your mind agrees on is the gold standard, and that's the best thing. But sometimes, sometimes you need to think about stuff before doing it and kind of acting on emotion. My heart feeling is, I like staying here. I've been here for, I think, coming up in the 7th year now.
Okay.
I've done 5 years of uni, and now I'm in my 2nd year of foundation. So I think my heart is half and half between kind of being here, because I've built relationships. I have very, very close friends here. I have a lot of good things. What we've picked me up from was American football practice. I used to play during uni, now I coach.
Okay.
So
American football?
Yes.
You coach
American
it?
Football, yeah.
In Liverpool?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a
uni
website?
thing. No, we have like an Instagram, like a uni.
Can you share it? Because I had a lad who does baseball, so we shared his Instagram, his website, because it's good. I had someone in a few weeks ago, so what I do, I'll put a link to your Instagram.
Yeah,
What's it called?
So it's called Liverpool Raptors.
Liverpool Raptors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
it's literally the only thing that's called Raptors on.
Okay,
Liverpool.
interesting. So you coach American football?
Yeah, and I think so. All of that stuff that I'm doing here it makes the heart grow fonder here.
Okay, nice.
But then you have kind of family back home. You've grown up in Saudi.
Yeah.
When I go there, it's like there is a certain level of kind of serenity being with your family and kind of having the vibe of, because now, like, I have to face it, you're a grown up now, you're supposed to do your own things, all that stuff, but when you go back home, when you're with your family, with your siblings, you have all those kind of interactions that you don't really have with anyone here. It's different. That's when you start kind of reminiscing and having kind of, it feels nice, to be honest. It's just the best way to say it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of torn half and half between this and that.
Totally.
And it's kind of like how you like watch older films, older like videos, YouTube videos, whatever, and you start thinking, oh, I really think that films like those films are now dead. They should have done more films like that. But then it's not the old film that you're watching that's nice. It's how it's making you feel. That it's making you remember the kind of that first time that you watched it and all that stuff. And I think
you're right, totally. Yeah, it takes you back in time.
And that, honestly, that stuff is just nice.
Yeah.
But also being here, kind of working, doing what I like, coaching as well, stuff that I kind of enjoy, like I'm passionate for. It's just nice as well.
Key point, passion. The question I ask a lot of my customers: most people do jobs because it pays the bills. My brand that's connected to the Taxi podcast is Get Out Rat Race. A lot of people, most people are in the rat race. Have you ever heard of a guy called Abraham Maslow and that hierarchy of needs? Just talks about us.
Oh yeah.
So I promote that in the sense because a lot of people will struggle to get to the pinnacle because they're in the rat race. paying the bills. It's hard for people to chase their dreams if they've got to put food on the table, roof over their head. So it's nice to try and elevate. But the question I ask everyone, let's say Khalid won the lottery, millionaire. You might be a millionaire. You're from Saudi. You might be royalty. You might be royalty, just sitting on millions and just coming to get education. But the point is, let's say you won the lottery, yeah? You or anybody else would have the luxury and the freedom to do anything they wanted to do. Don't include travel, look after friends and family. Everyone would do it. You would have a void in your life. Would you still pursue the route, what you're pursuing now, to fill in that time?
100%. I honestly, because now I think about it more and more, there isn't anything that I would like kind of to do other than what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're winning.
Yeah,
I
think yeah.
Yeah,
And
you're
that's
getting
something as well.
fulfilled from a Maslow point of view.
I think being a doctor is something that it's a lot of effort. It's very difficult. 5 years of uni.
Yeah.
The application process is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're applying, it's like the ratios of like you applying to into medical school and all kind of the hardships afterwards as well.
Not easy to get a
Training
job
and all that stuff.
nowadays.
Exactly,
I've spoke to doctors.
Yeah, but it is a fulfilling job.
Okay,
it is
definitely.
It is nice like talking to people. It's nice just doing your job as a doctor. And honestly, I can't think of anything because when I was in high school, I was always thinking of because my father was a doctor. I was I didn't really want to be like my father, but at the same time, he was wise enough to just basically really encourage me to do medicine. And now I can't find myself doing anything other than that.
Okay, so that's good. You're getting the fulfillment then, like Maslow talks about. No, that's great to hear. See, going back to Saudi, like my understanding is like I pick up a lot of women and they're coming over here doing like engineering, a lot of jobs that used to be for men, and it's opening up a lot more. Saudi, it's becoming very more relaxed in so many ways, which is like very positive. I'm not just for people to start visiting more, etc.
Just living there as well. It's just
Definitely. Do you think there's a potential niche for American football for when you might go back in future to coach?
It is. So American football is something that I like coaching. It's just honestly, it's just something that I like doing. I don't see, because especially here in the UK, there's no progression.
Okay.
Because like coaching, because there isn't really much anything in American football here in the UK.
Yeah.
In terms of kind of money, payment, all that stuff.
Just a hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's physical fitness.
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I think
strategy.
Yes, and it is something that there's a lot of dedication from like coaches and all that stuff, because you're basically just, it's your time. You're selling your time just because you like doing this and you want to coach kind of uni students or semi-pro athletes, amateur athletes to play. So I don't see that kind of as a future as I want to do something with that. I think my focus is more like as being a doctor, but this is fun and I really love it.
Okay, no.
It is like a nice thing to do.
Okay, no.
Rather than just, because you need something away from medicine.
Yeah,
you can't
definitely.
Do it full time.
Yeah.
And you can't like be thinking about it every day. It's a nice thing. It's a good progression thing that also gives you some fulfillment. It's just nice to do that.
No, thank you for sharing. Thank you for agreeing. Is there anything you want to say before we bring it to the close?
I think I've said a lot.
Okay, we touched on a lot in a short journey. I'm going to bring it to the close and I'll just show you the website,
Okay.
the channel. Thank you. Thank Khalid for that. Thumbs up.